Hey, hi there, welcome again, or for the first time. I'm very happy that you're here, and today we're building a tiny home in Oasis Springs, as I promised, or actually a micro home. I always forget that these are micro homes. You know, in the tiny home category, there are three different subcategories, small home, tiny home, and micro home. I always tend to build micro homes because I don't know, I find it challenging enough for me to build in it, and the others are rookie numbers, those are very easy. Those would be considered, in my opinion, normal sized houses. They are not really that tiny. At least it doesn't feel tiny for me to build a bigger house than this one. So yeah, we are building in Oasis Springs as I promised, and it was very hard for me to decide what kind of style would I want to choose for this build, because these base game words are very versatile regarding architectural styles. So for example, back in Willow Creek, you had this antique, more old money style of houses. Those very detailed, I don't know, Victorian or some kind of like that builds and items. Then you had these modern parts of the world, the modern neighborhood with the land grab mansion, etc., etc. So, or is the land grab mansion in Oasis Springs? Oh my, I don't know. Well, I guess I confused myself here. Anyway, there are the modern kind of parts, or the cheaper modern, I would say, parts, and then these old money parts in Willow Creek. And here in Oasis Springs, there's this mid-century modern neighborhood that we are in now, and also the Mediterranean side, which is kind of cool. And I really wanted to build a tiny home in that style too, because I've never had the chance to do it. But mid-century modern is so close to me as a style in building that I just couldn't wait to start a mid-century modern tiny home. So here we are. And also what helped me to decide was that the tiny home stuff pack came with these beautiful items that could be fit into a mid-century modern home, but not in a Mediterranean one, I would assume. So yeah, this really made me decide to build a mid-century modern home. And I actually really wanted to use the new kitchen set from Home Chef Kitchen stuff pack. I think that stuff pack is really great, besides the fires that are kind of constant. Anyway, I wanted to use the new kitchen stuff, and I thought that the countertops would fit in this style very, very much, and I'm a bit disappointed. I need to highlight how much I miss not exactly create a style, because I don't really care about having all the swatches in the world, but changing countertops and, I don't know, counter doors or kitchen counter doors. I don't know how you say it in English, but I really miss changing them separately. I really wanted to have this grainy countertop with the stony details. Yeah, I'm not really great in phrases, as you might have noticed throughout this video, and I always kind of play Barcoba or I Spy with my little eyes or something like that with you in my videos, because I really try to figure out how to describe objects that I don't know the name of. And you can play bingo with me in the comments if you want to, or you can just guess what I was talking about and maybe you're right. Anyway, I really wanted to use the orange one because I was going for more of an orangey and blue kind of vibe in this interior. And also you can see that inflatable armchair in the corner of the living room slash bedroom. I love it so much. It's from high school years, and fun fact, I've never really had the chance to use it. I've never used it before, and I love it. I really try to push myself these days to use new styles and new objects from the game that I've never used before, or just new swatches, you know, the more bold and extreme swatches. So I'm very satisfied with that armchair now. It really looks great. And I broke a few interior design rules with it because, you know, you would want to color coordinate your house a bit. And if that purple pops up in a corner, you just need to have something purple. Why is this so hard to say? This color? How could you choose this name for a color? I just can't comprehend. So purple. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, anyway, so normally you would want another object in this color. See, I'm avoiding that word now. So you would want another object in this color to just balance it out. But I didn't, and it still looks great, and I'm still happy with my choice, and I feel like it's very realistic. You know, if you say that this sim got that armchair as a gift, as a present from someone, or just went to an epic music festival and then decided to buy an inflatable armchair, because why not? I have a few objects like this in real life in my life, so it's just, you know, an impulse purchase or something. It's not very styled. And you know, most people who hire designers or interior decorators to do their homes will end up adding their own touch to the house over the years. Like nothing stays that beautiful curated space as it was when you first started. So I found it a great addition to this space, and I have no regrets. The only regret I have is the countertops and the kitchen counters and furniture, because I really didn't want to use yellow in this space. I wanted to be this mint green, orange and blue and all that kind of great stuff, but I really wanted that countertop, so I decided to use the yellow one at the end. I think it works out. It's okay-ish. I don't mind it that much, but it could have been more ideal. Now with backyard, at first I thought I would create a space like in the richer neighborhoods, you know, that your grass is very green in your backyard, but everywhere else it's desert and sand, which would have looked great. And I chose this a very, very artificial green color to show that it's not necessarily natural. You know, you might have painted your grass. I saw that it's a thing. I don't know if it's a global thing to paint your grass, but in my country it's definitely not a thing to paint your grass. And forgive my cat who is going rogue in the background. Anyway, so it's not really a thing here, but these artificial grass carpets or something like that is a thing. So it could have been that as well. But in the end, I covered most of the backyard in this beautiful stony floor tile. And it looks great. It looks great, but I didn't achieve the look that I really wanted to. at the beginning, but I didn't want to spread this area out more. You know, I wanted to be compact. I wanted to look like it belonged to a tiny home. Like, you wouldn't have a great amount of space with this size of a house. And also my dog is being born in the background as well, because they really like, I mean, my pets really like to sabotage my voiceovers or live streams usually. Yeah, please pardon them. I don't have a separate room to just hide from them, you know. They are my co-workers now. Anyway, I think this backyard turned out quite well. I decided to cover this green patch with this island living little greenery because it looked more natural and it looked very well. So I decided that the sim who lives here is very precise and very maximalistic or perfectionist. I don't know if maximalistic is a word in this language, but so that sim is very precise and takes care of the garden, quote unquote garden, very well. And like, I don't know, I imagine that they would come out with a little scissor and cut everything to be perfect, and always water the grass to make it look lush and green. So this was the background thought of this small lane of greenery. And I really wanted to add a few skill building items or something fun to this build, because I really want my houses to be usable more than just eating and sleeping and all that kind of stuff. Of course, this house will be on the gallery. You can see my gallery name in the description box down below and at the end of the video after the screenshots. And I usually add a screenshot from above, like a floor plan screenshot. So if you do not want to download it from the gallery but want to know how I build it, you can just copy it in your game if you want to. What else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I forgot to playtest this house before I started this voiceover, but I will definitely test this house before uploading it to the gallery, because I think it's very important that the house is functional. Yeah, you know, Mr. Testosterone got himself some PTO today. He's enjoying his quiet time in my safe, so he wasn't working today. But he will come back soon and check everything, and he will tell me if everything's in order or not. Anyway, here are the screenshots, and I really hope you enjoyed this build. Let me know what you think, and join me next time, because we are going to move on to another city and another micro home, hopefully. But I'm very excited about for rent as well, so I kind of feel like we will mix up the content with some townhouses or apartments soon as well, or do the same with apartments as well. But anyway, I gotta go. Thank you for watching. Bye everybody. Have a nice day.